The new Hunter x Hunter 2 set comes out with a new color yellow. Is it good? Well, let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Mobby here, and today I'm going to be giving you my personal deck profile for this yellow Hunter x Hunter deck that comes out in set 2. Now, the whole game plan here is you have three major characters. These are Hisoka, Gon, and Killua, and they comprise of the Razor attack team. When they're all together on the board, magical things happen. You know, Hisoka, magician. Anyway, let's talk about every single card in this video breakdown. If you guys just want the deck profile, pause the video. The website here, BandaiTCG.com, has everything you need in image and text format. Every single deck, even including the ones we don't cover in videos. Alright, so let's talk about every single card, starting with the action points. Pretty cool. These are Hisoka's. Nice. We'll go 0 to high cost. The first one here is going to be Gon. You have 2 raid characters in the deck. 8 raid cards in total, but 2 characters to raid upon. These are going to be Gon's and Killua's. And Hisoka's will be your other backbone and, you know, just more support in the deck. Okay, so starting with the 0 cost Gon here. So when cost 0, Razor attack team. This is relevant for searching in the deck. The trigger here is add this card to your hand, your basic 1500 card. If you guys are enjoying the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's free to do. It really helps out the channel. We're uploading every single color combination of all the Union Arena decks that come out. Would love to see you there. Thanks a lot. For these. Next is Killua, 0 cost, Zoldyck and Razor attack. Once again, the Razor attack team here. When this is played, draw 1 and trash 1. And as usual, you want to grab mostly Gon because that is your win condition. But you definitely need at least 1 Killua and 1 Hisoka, preferably to help you on the front line. But just remember, prioritize 4 cost raid Gons. The next trigger here is draw a card, another 1500 card for these. Now it's for your last of your 0 costs. You are running 10 0 costs in this deck. Bisky, another Razor attack team. No abilities here. However, the trigger is active 3000. Helps keep you in the game if you have multiple defenders during your opponent's turn. And of course, 2000 BP. Let's move over to our 1 cost. We are only running 4 in the deck. And it's Goreinu, Razor attack team. So it costs 1. When this is played, look at the top 3, grab 1 Razor attack team. Any card that has Razor attack team, you can even grab Goreinu. As mentioned, you want to prioritize the Gon, the raid Gon. Then if you don't have any, grab Killua and grab Hisoka. After that, grab anything else to help you, let's say, get more energy on the line to play the cards that you already want to play. So you grab 1 and then you trash 1 after that. No trigger here, 2000 attack. After it's searching, put on the front line to attack and or be sacrificed. So we're running 4 of these Goreinus. Let's talk about your 4 colors of the deck. This is Gon, a 2 cost, also Razor. When attacking, if you have a Killua on the same line, just like I said, this is all about the dodgeball little arc. That was really fun if you guys watch Hunter x Hunter. So it's all about having those 3 characters on the front line. This one specifically, if you have a Killua on the front line during an attack, this one will gain impact. Impact in Union Arena, I would say it's an extremely powerful card. A lot of people like to really just take hits in order to activate lots of triggers to, you know, summon cards or KO things. If you get them really low, impacts make things really difficult for your opponent. So even though it's 3000, impact is still pretty powerful. The trigger here is a color for yellow, and pretty much you rest one of your opponent's characters. Next time it will be set to active, it will not. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, any of your Gons or Killuas, you can raid on them later. Now we'll move on to our 3 cost Killua. This is our first of the cards that have 2 or more energy here. The highest cost in this deck is a 5 and a 6 cost, and they're both Hisoka cards. So it's important that you try to get a lot of really good energy generation as well. Killua, Zoldyck, Razor attack during your main. Let me go ahead and get the focus here. Focus. That looks good. No, that's better. Okay, so activate main once per turn. You can only activate this if Gon is on your front line. Choose one of your characters on the other line from this character and swap it with this character. If you do, this character gains 2000. So you're most likely going to be leaving it in the back line for this. Then later, if you really need to get an attack off, maybe you have another Killua that you want to put down, you can throw something on the front line. It becomes rested. However, you can still attack that same turn if you have a Gon on your front line. Swap this with that rested character. This goes up. The Gon can maybe get some abilities here, and then this Killua will be 4,000 to attack. After that, you do lose out on the 2 here, so you better make sure that you still have a lot of energy in the backline if you want to move this up with its ability, because you have to make sure you always have 5 or 6 energy in order to get your powerful Hisokas out. Otherwise, your raid cost Killua is a 3 cost, and your raid cost Gon is a 4, so keep that in mind. The trigger here is draw 1 card. 2, 3, 4. Next is going to be the raid Killua for 3. So, one action as well. Zoldyck, Razor attack. I was gonna say Razor family. So 2 abilities here. Step, of course, you can go back and forth if this guy is on the front line. Activate main. If on the front line, you switch this to resting. Choose one of your Gons on your field. It can be anywhere. You know, it doesn't specifically say the Gon has to be on the front line, but you know, you usually want to put it on the front line Gon. It will gain damage plus. No, it doesn't give you damage 2. It's damage plus 1. So if you somehow have multiple Killuas, you can rest both of them, and the damage will act. It will add. So a Gon, for example, with 2 more Killuas, you can do 3 damage to their life, which is very good. Anything that's damage plus 1 instead of just damage 1 is just adding more, which is insanely good. Until the end of the turn. However, another ability, if this character was played this turn, the chosen card, which is the Gon that you choose, will also gain snipe. So you want to use this on your Gons that will have impact. So this one will have impact on the turn that you play this. You can on the turn that you raid with it, you rest it. Give this 3,000 power Gon impact, and then you can take out a small minion on your opponent's board. If you want a 4,000 or plus card to do so, we're going to be talking about the 4 cost Gon upcoming. The trigger here is raid. Add this to your hand or raid if you can. This is 3,500. Pretty weak for a raid, but it's only a 3, and the power really is for supporting Gon cards anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we have Bisky. This is an SR card. This one costs 3, and it has 2 abilities. When this character is played, you get to draw 1 card. Nice, it replaces itself. Very cheap for 2 energy. Only 2,000 power, but who cares? You want this in the backline, so this is a good ability. The second ability here is you can activate this during your main. Switch to resting, sideline this card. You get to draw another card. If you are really pressed for cards, maybe you want to go for game, and you know to beat your opponent, you just need that 1 extra draw. Maybe you can get a special. Maybe you can get a raid card. If you have enough energy already, sideline this, draw a card, and you might get some victory that way. So that's why this card is amazingly strong. You're not always going to be using the second effect. The energy is good, but like I said, if you get those situations very niche, it'll pay off. The trigger here is draw a card. Alright, next off we have some Hisokas. The first of our Hisoka cards here. More energy generation here. So this one costs 3. If Gon and Killua on your field, now this is when this card is on the field, Gon or Killua, front or back line, doesn't matter. This character gains 1,000 BP. This is mostly here for the 2K, for the 2 energy here. If you can put it in the front line later, that's completely fine. Because there are abilities where you actually need Hisoka on the front line, and that's when you would move it up. For the most part, stay in the back line and play those 5 and 6 cost Hisokas instead. Running 3 of these in here. Next is Bisky's Meal. This is your 4 finals of the deck, so activate for 3. Choose 2 AP cards, switch them to active, gives you more actions to play during that turn. The trigger here is the final. If this is the last card during a trigger, you get to heal 1 on top of your life, giving you another way out and survive even more. Alright, so this is the best card of the deck. You absolutely need this to win. So this is Gon Freecs, 4 costs. Razor attack team, so searchable by Garenu. 2 effects here. During your opponent's turn, if this card is on the front line, if you have a Killua card and a Hisoka on the same line, this character gains 2,000, making it so it's a 4,000 BP on your opponent's turn, making it so you can easily block out of a lot of attacks. Now, even though it says if on the front line, it's weird that the thing says on the same line, because no matter what, this only activates if those 3 are on the front line. Second ability, when attacking, if you have a Killua on the same line, it doesn't matter if it's like the 0 cost Killua or the 3 raid cost Killua, this will activate. This character gains 1000 BP and impact. So the strong combo here is, of course, this Killua and this Gon. You want to, on the turn that you play this, you want to make sure this Gon's already on the field. Best case scenario, you can give that Gon +1 damage. You can also give him snipe for the turn. He can attack somebody, 1000 plus, sniping, impact, 5000 power, boom. Then on turns after that, once these two are on the field, you can rest him to give him +1 damage. So you do 2 damage. So you do 5000, 2 damage to their face, and if they block it because they don't want to take 2 damage, you're gonna hit impact anyway. So this combo is extremely strong. This is like this card's insanely good. Like, what the hell? Like, on your opponent's turn, +2000 to defend. When you're attacking, impact 1000. This is, oh, I can't believe they made this card. It's really powerful. The raid here, the raid thingy, trigger, sorry, is raid. Add this card to your hand, or raid if you can. Oh man, this is so good. Extremely high priority for removal. Okay, next is Hisoka. This is a couple of your 2 cost actions. This is the only ones in the deck. This one costs 5, raise your attack team. Once per turn, when a character on your field attacks and loses a battle, you may switch this character to active. So there's 2 ways you can use this: on the turn that it's played, because it comes in rested, or a turn that you have already attacked and then you're going to be attacking with someone weaker. A really good scenario is you're going to have this Killua on the front line. It's only 3500. Your opponent might have a 4000 character. The turn you play this Hisoka, it'll be rested. You go to the attack phase, you attack with everything, and then you attack with this. Your opponent's like, I'm going to block it. Okay, well, they block it, and then this guy comes back up and then attacks 4000. So you get a 1 extra attack. And also on a future turn, you can attack with Hisoka first. Something like this can get blocked. Hisoka can get another attack. And it's a pretty decent card. The trigger here is draw. It's unfortunate it's 2 actions, but you know, that's what's got to be. Okay, now we're in 2 of these in here. Now, for your 4 specials of the deck, the win must be flawless, right? So, 4 specials as mentioned. Choose 1 character, 5000 or BP, and switch it to resting on your opponent's field. However, if you have 3 or more Razor Attack Team affinity cards, and it doesn't even have to be the Gons or the Killuas. You also have these Biskies that count as the Razor Attack Teams. Also these Gorenu, so it's not hard to get this pulled off. And because this is a 5 cost, your only energy generators, they're all Razor Attack Teams, so don't worry about that. So it will be sidelined instead of switching it to rested for 5000 or for 5. Then the second part of it is, if Hisoka is on your front line when you activate this, any of your Hisokas of course, your opponent's when blocking effects and nullify impact effects do not activate. Damn, nullify impact. This is the first card I've seen that does this, that blocks 2 attacks. This deck is like super tuned, man. Okay, now for the final card of the deck. This one costs 6, Hisoka. So this is a 4500 base power. God dang. If on the front line, if this card is on the front line, your Gons, your Killuas, and your Hisokas, the 3 attackers here, on your field gain during your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot choose these characters with abilities on characters or event cards unless they place 1 extra card from their hand into the sideline as an additional cost. And of course, if you have multiple Hisokas, they won't stack, meaning if they get hit by a trigger, they get hit by a special from the hand, they have a card that that activates from an opponent's characters, they got to pay a little extra. This being 4500 as well makes it so you can block a lot of things in decks. So yeah, that's it, these 3 here. Okay, so lots of Hisokas, lots of Gons, lots of Killuas, support Biskies. This deck is strong. I'm not going to lie. This is an extremely powerful deck. If your opponent knows how to counter it, which is the only thing to do, is the best thing to counter this, destroy as many Gons as you can. Ignore everything else, destroy Gons, because they are your, that's the way for the win condition, pretty much the 4 cost raid Gon. Other than that, it's pretty basic. I think another weakness of this deck is I don't have a lot of 2 costs, 2 generators. The only 2 generators you actually have in the deck are going to be these 4 Killuas, and then these 4 Biskies, and then these 3 Hisokas. So you have 11. So keep that in mind as you're trying to play that 6 cost or 5 cost Hisoka. Alright guys, so make sure to like and sub, it really helps out the channel, and head on over to the website if you want to see more decks. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.